Hello there. Oh, ah, okay. Hello there, Aza here. Anyways, I was going to make like separate videos, but because of time constraints, I guess I'll just combine them into one. So, I don't really want to make a long video then, so let's just start immediately, I guess. So, well, basically, this week has been quite the week, I guess. Wow. Gogura actually graduating is really unprecedented. Wish her the best of luck, to be honest. I unfortunately am a very casual VTuber, viewer, but because of how, unfrequent she streams, sometimes I actually managed to catch them live, which was pretty rare to get to do, I guess, in terms of like following any VTubers, and it was really interesting to just be able to participate in her live show because her streams are just so rare that it definitely is like hunting a secret Easter egg or something. But hey, if you're able to catch it, I guess it's a fortunate incident because unfortunately you're just not gonna be able to catch her streams anymore sooner or later after May 1st, I guess. So hopefully she can find fresher pastures out there, and I definitely know what her identity is before she turned into the VTuber, and I'm really glad that I did because I actually sung one of her previous previous identity songs that actually made me to sing it incompletely on for a celebration of a April Fool's joke, I guess. But I genuinely actually sang that just because I heard her power of this version. So it was because of that video that I actually did it, and it was something that I rarely do because of my own voice. But she is really the pinnacle of all VTubers and really just the stepping stone of making VTubing globalized, I guess. Unfortunately, with incidents like this, when you get too huge but you cannot really handle the popularity and the risk that's coming with that, well, it's just gonna be inevitable that they have to leave their position. And I guess that happened with Gogura. And I guess Hololive is just gonna stay here because I think they're still thriving, especially with so many generations still existing and most of the members are still intact, especially like most of the JP senpais, I guess. They are definitely even stayed here even longer than Gura, but it was because of Gura that has brought them into the limelight as well, which I guess she is truly that VTuber that everybody strives to become. Really glad that she has cemented that position, and hopefully she'll be doing very well as her new next identity in the near future, I guess. So other than that, this week is also like I think it was literally today that Maplestory from I guess the global side of things, which is Nexon Global, I guess. They suddenly just announced classic Maplestory out of nowhere. Wow, unprecedented. Because let's be real here, right? Maplestory Worlds was like the closest thing I thought official old school Maplestory servers are going to get. But luckily, after 20 years of waiting, they finally realized how magical their old school game was, and they decided to make the classic server. I wonder if there's another game that deserves a classic server. I wonder what was that game that everybody always have been, wanting that classic server on, But oh well, that's probably another topic for another day, I guess. Also, do you know that in today is also the day where Last Epoch Season 2 is going to release? Yeah, ARPGs. I know, not a cup of tea for most people, but the main reason why I enjoy ARPGs is because, well, after trying PoE2, I just realized, wow, we can actually play a game that had decent stats and different builds and customizability for our characters. Wow. I wonder what game can actually benefit from that same system. So anyways, PoE2 had its own issues, and I still enjoy the game even with this new update that was actually pretty notoriously badly received by the content creators. After 0.20, it's not really that bad, but I understand the frustrations of a lot of content creators who are saying that the core issues is still here, and it's really tough for them to just keep interest in playing the game because of these core issues. So they suddenly just decided to just chill for the other competing game, which is Last Epoch, because of course PoE2 players definitely don't really want to return back to Diablo 4, of course, for obvious reasons. And well, since Last Epoch is like the middle ground of both of these games, it seems like a perfect place for them to actually just enter and enjoy another ARPG while waiting for PoE2 to become better. And not to mention, any competition for PoE is definitely a better situation than like PoE suddenly just dominating the whole ARPG scene. So I'm really glad that the Last Epoch devs actually managed to try and make something that is extensively more customizable in comparison to something like the PoE2. Oh well, I guess that's the extent of it. I'm still playing NGS. I'm not gonna go anywhere, but yeah, unfortunately the game is in this lull period again, which they have new content, but it's not really that captivating, unfortunately. So enjoy the waifus and wheel here, I guess, and I'll see you next time when I make another video, I guess. Sayonara.